you mentioned that you were surprised how well that one did. A lot of creators talk about getting depressed when the videos don't do as well as they kind of expected. There's a kind of feeling you can get really worn out by that.
Yeah.
Do you yourself feel that? And also, do you have advice for others that feel this?
Um, yeah, it's weird because I am a numbers guy, but also it used to. It used to very much, especially when I was like betting everything I had on a video. When
Yeah.
it did bad, I was devastated, man. I'd cry and I'd be depressed for days, and it really would have a severe impact on my mood. But I don't know. Now it doesn't really matter. It's if a video does bad, I just look at it and I'm like, oh, why did this video do bad? Probably, oh, there's a little retention dip there. I don't think people like the thumbnail. Maybe we should switch it. And I just look at it objectively, unemotional, and then just move on. And I feel like that's a much healthier way of going about it. So if a creator is listening, like that is the ideal way to respond to a video that's doing bad. Just remove emotion from the equation and just look at it and figure out how you can
Is
improve the
there
next one.
is there tricks to being able to detach yourself from that? Because because like in your case, I mean that's true for creators, but in your case, there's like a lot of money on the line.
Yeah, well, and
These videos
months of
cost a
my
lot of
life
yeah.
and so much time, but no, I mean, I mean, I don't know. The only real answer is it's just a conscious effort. You just have
Yeah.
to unemotionally look at the video, determine the problems, and then move on. Like there is no secret. You know what I mean? It's just it's that. And if you really can't bring yourself to do it, then you're just screwed. Honestly, maybe you're not meant for this game.
Okay, so that's part of the development as a creator is like being able to be
For
detach yourself from
longevity,
the
yes,
yeah.
yeah. You have to unemotionally be able to look at videos that flop and figure it out. Because if not, just getting you can and not every video can be a 1 out of 10. And so when a video does bad, that just stress and depression is just going to eventually get to you in the long run.
So you said you've failed in a bunch of videos, sort of taking them to completion. So what are some of the biggest fails?
Yeah, weirdly enough, as we've matured and we've done this more, we don't have that problem as much, especially now that we're getting into the multi-million-dollar budgets per video. It's like failure is not really an option anymore. So I'm a little more particular about what I do. But back in the day, yeah, like we would do a video where we spent 24 hours on a desert island and we filmed it, did it all. And I didn't like it after the edit. So I just grabbed the voice and we went back to the deserted island and spent another 24 hours there and refilmed it. Um, or
Could that have been caught and prevented at the idea stage? Like where, like
No, it's a good idea. It was just poor execution. To be honest, when we were out there, it was hot. We were just like we all at one point just kind of wanted to die. It was just miserable.
so how do you avoid that these days?
Well, I just
Just
went when
get
it was a little cooler, to be honest. And then we had literally the amount of fun we had in the video was like 10 times higher.
oh interesting. So you like there's some practical details that you just learned.
Yeah, I don't
What it takes to do.
videos that where it's very hot or it's on water because I get super seasick. There's like a kind of like 10 things that if they have these variables, I'm down to do it, but my fun meter is not as high as normal. Like we tried to anytime we do anything on a boat, like when we spent 24 hours in Bermuda Triangle, or when I tried to spend like, which it didn't get uploaded, but I tried to spend like 100 hours at sea or whatever, just like on a raft. It just like it makes me want to throw up, and I get so seasick I can't even see straight. But there are just some videos that require me to be on a boat, so I just suck it up. Um,
So when you spend months in creating a video, I know this is probably stressful to some creators. Like how much stress? How do you feel when you have to click publish
uh,
a video?
Now, not
So you're
much.
able to detach yourself from
Yeah,
that.
again, and old me, tons. I mean, bro, I'd be like scratching and nervous, and like my hands would be sweating, like to the point where I'm almost about to puke. I'm like, "Ah, I really hope people like this, but you know, I don't know. I think that's just part of maturing it. There's different, and as a content creator, there's different phases, and uh, you just like once you get over the fear that you're just gonna wake up one day and be irrelevant, and you
Yeah.
just accept that like you believe in yourself and you believe in your content and that you can continue to be relevant, then you don't. I don't know. You kind of are. It's a little bit easier to detach yourself, I guess, and it's a much healthier place to be. You can't do this for 10 years if every little thing just causes these huge emotional reactions. It's like that's why a lot of creators go a little, mentally insane. You have to get out of that game, right? Because it really messes with you.
We've talked about this a little bit, but how do you define and how do you suggest others define success on
It's
YouTube?
so subjective.
Like,
Some people success is retiring their mom. Literally, you know, for you,
So
success
financial.
is inspiring people and
Yeah.
educating them, and you know, whatever, piquing their curiosity. Yeah, for other people, it's just quitting their job.
So you have to self-reflect on what your definition of success is, because I think a lot of creators kind of don't really think, don't introspect.
Hmm.
Like they kind of want to keep getting more and more subscribers, kind of thing.
Yeah, but subscribers is just a vanity metric. You know, it doesn't. Subscribers don't correlate to views.
Sure, or views. What?
Yeah, I
Okay.
know, but that's more. That wasn't directed to you. That was more directed to people listening, because a lot of people do really care about subscribers or even followers, like on TikTok. But if you look, like your view, if on YouTube, very few percent, if even a percent of your views come from the sub feed, right? You know, they're almost all home feed or suggested. When's the last time you clicked on your sub feed to watch a video?
Oh, almost never. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 5 years ago. It used to be a thing. It's not anymore. No one does. And it's getting harder and harder to find the sub feed.
I subscribe to way too many channels, I think.
Yeah, that's what everyone does. And you subscribe to 10 channels, they're great, but 2 years later, your taste evolves and it's like, it's a mess. And so, um, this, subscribers don't really matter. Followers on TikTok don't really matter. Anyways, they really are the definition of a vanity metric.
But what about views?
They do, obviously, because if people are showing up time and time again, that's what matters.
Okay. So that's a good thing to define as success. I just feel like that too can be a problem, because I would say, if I wanted to be successful, like as a young creator, I might start copying MrBeast or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like you start trying to take shortcuts as opposed to find your own unique voice, right?
Mhm.
So like chasing views is a problem too. It feels like, or no, like
Um,
as long as you detach yourself from
I
the.
mean, if you're sounds bad, but if you're lazy, yeah, and you just want to copy someone else and not experiment and find your own way. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, you can't make that excuse for them. If someone just isn't coming up with original stuff and putting in the effort, you can't just say, "Oh, it's because they're chasing views. We need some different metric for them to chase." No, they just need to find their own way.
I mean, it just feels like unique type of content will often lead to sacrifice in the number of views in the short term.
But in the long term, you win.
Okay.
Or if
So
you do win, you win more, I guess would be a better way of putting it.